I did ayahuasca 3 times, and I haven't talked too much about it. Like, I just talk about it with, like, who it comes up with.
It's all the people.
What's up? Your girl did ayahuasca.
Shouts.
Hey. Thank you. I'll be here all night. Hello.
Hello.
What do you want me to talk about it? Like,
I mean, so you must have,
I don't know. People
Had
say
a
there's
trip.
like sea versions.
but like,
well, that taught me that this is the trip.
life's a trip. Shout out Trippie Redd. Life's a trip. Great album. But
how
no.
So how ayahuasca was explained to me. I'm gonna do my best to tap into that memory.
Tap in.
It was explained to me like, so it is basically a blend that there's intentions and prayers from like powerful shamans and energy workers that pray into this medicine, which comes from, I believe, like the bark of a tree in the Amazonian rainforest. And I would say if you're interested in ayahuasca, look up Aubrey Marcus's ayahuasca video on YouTube, and that's like a really good like person to follow. And
Shout out Aubrey Marcus.
yes,
Shout
Aubrey Marcus.
Aubrey.
Shouts.
So basically, you drink the medicine, and this medicine heals, cures depression, anxiety, like disease in your body. And basically, you take it and you like meditate on it, essentially. Like, they call it sitting with the medicine, and you kind of just like go into like your third eye. Like, you experience the medicine, and it's like,
shout out Game of Thrones.
it goes through like all of the energy that like you are. So essentially, it's like people who do psychedelics like will understand what I'm saying, and I don't know if like I want to really communicate it clearly, but
Take your time.
there's like a divine, okay, so we are interdimensional human beings, right? Like I said, like we're living through this physical plane, but we also have like our etheric body, which is like energy. We have our mental plane, which is different than our physical. We have a like intellectual, spiritual, like it's all of what makes like up our aura, and we're all connected. There's like the law of oneness. And essentially that law of oneness is like the first universal law. And that law is that we are all connected. Okay. And the second law is the law of polarity, which is like what we were saying before, like the ups and the downs. Like, in order for the down to happen, the up has to happen. In order for the up to happen, the down has to happen. That's
Equal opposite reactions.
correct.
Yeah.
And like there's all of these laws of the universe, and you
Facts.
almost like experience them. Like, you literally experience life.
Day to day. Literally.
Well, on this medicine, but yes, day to day.
Yeah.
It's basically a cup of awareness, I would say. But in order to travel to this plane, this one-dimensional plane, like negative vibrations and negative frequencies, like they just don't exist there, because it's just source. Okay? So like negative is the positive and negative, right? Like the polarity. It's like literally just source. So it's the law like after the polarity. Does that make sense? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I think so, sure.
Okay, so if we're like linearly looking at all of like the laws, it's like the law of union, the law of
source is the end of the
polarity,
tunnel.
the law, like the law of karma, all of these things. You're traveling to this.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Okay, you're traveling
Nirvana
to source
type thing, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but I would
Nirvana is
say
when you reach that enlightenment and
Yes.
you're in that plane.
it's awareness.
Yes.
It's pure awareness.
I see what you're saying.
Okay, so but in order, the travel is shedding the negative entities. So some people like I threw up a lot, but like
Is that you getting rid of that?
it's called a purge, but people purge. I feel like the P's sound so loud.
purge.
People purge.
People, I'm gonna say people purge
Yep.
very differently. So like You can yawn, and that's a purge. You can cry, it's a purge. You could hiccup or burp.
Sweating?
Like, it's just so, yeah. Yes. I'm right now I'm cold, but in there, like, I got cold.
Only heating up, though.
Yeah, no, if I just go like this, it feels so different. What was I saying?
You're talking about the purging, how
I know
everyone does it
people.
differently.
I know people that like haven't thrown up yet. Like, it's just so different for everyone, and it's also
Itching, blinking.
So, okay, if we're talking about goals, let's go back to goals.
Oh yeah.
How do you like accomplish a goal?
You take a step at it every day.
It's okay. So
It's a daily consistent thing. Working at it.
Okay.
Daily thing.
So
Small steps.
What makes someone who accomplishes goals accomplish them versus someone that doesn't?
Inaction.
Okay, which comes from where?
Laziness. Non-creativity.
Being clouded.
I'm dead.
Tell me.
Okay. I don't know if I'm asking the right questions. I'm a first timer of asking these questions.
Let's hear it.
But I took a thinking. Do you know who Bob Proctor is?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shouts Bob.
I call him, like he's like the granddaddy of, he's a thought leader. Like he's granddaddy.
Yep,
Hold on. And R.I.P.
And you've been to his like expo, right?
My dad does consulting. My dad coaches like and did consulting with him.
Okay.
So my dad, for right before my 21st birthday, got me like VIP, and he touched my back. Bob Proctor was on his back. Touched by an angel for real. But
let's go.
In his Thinking into Results program, the first episode like is about goals and goal setting and like the different types of goals, like A goal, B goal, C goal. And then basically the determining factor, like there's two questions that you ask yourself. And this is like how I think that it's part of like the creative process. It's like the thought becomes a question, and then the question becomes a fact, and then it's like reality. So it's like you ask yourself these questions. It's like, okay, let's just say my goal is I want a Maybach, right?
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shouts to Maybach.
Is that possible?
Sure.
Yes.
Right.
Why not?
It's possible.
Yeah, why not?
There's so many people that have Maybachs, right?
Yeah, why not?
First of all, that would be a B goal, but we'll talk about that later.
Yep.
Okay, let's say I am going to. Have you read Think and Grow Rich? Have you?
No.
Napoleon Hill. Read
Who?
it. Napoleon Hill.
Shout out.
Read Think and Grow Rich. Seriously. We could do a book club or some shit. Like we can literally do a segment.
I'm in on a book club. I've been told, so I like to intake a lot of media, through music and movies and other, sources. And the one I really don't get enough of it from is books.
Well, like
books are a huge source of media that I don't get enough of, and I need to do it.
That's an interesting perspective of media, because I think of like what you're saying, music, movies, media, like that's entertainment. And to me, books, like I don't read books. I know a lot of people read like stories.
Yeah, there's fictional and then nonfiction.
I'm not that person. I read because I know that's what successful people do. That's literally the only reason why I started to read.
Yeah,
I mean, when I was little, I loved reading like Junie B. Jones and like these ridiculous, like I loved to read.
Yeah.
But then school like somehow did something to my brain where I was just like, I feel like I'm the type of person where like if I'm forced to do anything, I'm just gonna rebel. Like I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, that's facts. I hear you.
So then when it came time to like become super responsible for my whole life, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna mirror what entrepreneurs do and what successful people do, and everyone talks about reading Think and Grow Rich. Bob Proctor read Think and Grow Rich every single day of his life. He went from reading like the book to like reading a chapter to like reading a page to like reading a paragraph and then to reading like a sentence. Like he studied that book because inside that book it talks all about literally like the levels of success. Like starting with a goal, like your desire, having faith in the process. Like literally, if you want to be successful, read Think and Grow Rich. I haven't even finished the book because it's a deep, it's hard. Like it's hard. It's like all facts. So it's like hard. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like it's like,
it's the truth.
Yeah. And it's a lot to process. But basically that's like his program. The Thinking into Results is like, it's almost like his, like take on, I can't think of words are like not my thing right now. His,
perspective.
Essentially on like what that is. Like he teaches it. He coaches you through it, whatever. So back to that graph. The 2 questions are, am I able to? And like, if you're thinking like I'm going to create electricity, which is in the book, shout out to Tommy
Edison. Yep.
Shout out to Thomas Edison.
Tommy Eddy.
We would not be doing this if it wasn't for him, technically. Yeah. And that's like everyone around him thought he was crazy. And all of the most powerful thought leaders, everyone thinks crazy. The people that, the Wright brothers, they like tried to, I don't know if they did, because I need to refresh my memory in the book, but they tried to put them in like a mental hospital or something, thinking that they could fly something. Like everyone who, and Albert Einstein has a quote, he's like, great minds, I forget what the quote is, I'm going to look it up. We can add it in. But it's like often, great minds often have opposing. Oh, he's looking it up right now.
No, great minds.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Great spirits are met with.
Great spirits have
encountered.
Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. The mediocre mind is incapable of understanding the man who refuses to bow blindly to conventional prejudices and chooses instead to express his opinions courageously and honestly. Shouts. Can we get shouts?
Albie.
We love you, Albert Einstein. But anyways, so he, and like the guy that did Ford, is it Henry Ford?
Henry, yeah.
Dude.
Sorry.
No.
Bless you.
My phone just blowing. It's on Do Not Disturb too. I'm gonna put it on airplane.
Hold on, I want to read this again. The mediocre mind is incapable of understanding the man who refuses to bow blindly to conventional prejudices and chooses instead to express his opinions courageously and honestly.
That's like my legit life. That's legit my life.
No, I feel like we talk about this a lot. Some people are just so closed-minded to things where like their way is the only way, like legit zero room for nuances and like realizing that like it does not always have to be one way. There's like a multitude of things, and like yeah, he's right. Like they literally cannot understand like when you're just different, and like they just like hate it. They can't control you. They hate it. People literally hate when they can't control you, and it's so crazy to me like why people care so much about what other people are doing. It's like insane to me.
Do you know where that comes from?
I don't know. It's got to be like a self-reflection of these people, because I feel like I experience this energy on the daily, and like I'm tired of it.
I understand.
I just accept it because like, you know, some people are just closed-minded and like there's nothing you can do, and like I'm not one to like
my
force.
heart right now, literally, like I feel for you. I don't experience it anymore.
Yeah, because you don't have to deal with a bunch of mediocre minds.
Well, yeah, no, but that's from surrounding myself with people who are not, you know, who think
aren't bringing
small.
you down like that. Yeah.
It took a lot though, because when I tell you like.
Wait, did you say thinking small?
Yeah.
I like that. You know, have you seen the movie Braveheart, where he says aim small, miss small?
No.
If you think small, you fucking, I don't know. I just.
Well, in that book too, and that's like part of just like a personal development course I took. It's like whether you think you can or think you can't, you will. That's what I was saying. You were saying,
didn't Will Smith say that?
I mean, he was quoting someone else.
I thought that was Yoda.
I feel like I watched it.
Fucking love
Shout out Yoda.
I feel like I watched it.
No, he said, think you can or can't.
Padawan,
wait, no, that's what
man.
it is.
No, it's
Yoda.
There is no try.
There is only dew.
Yeah, something
Wait,
like that.
Bob Proctor said that. Okay, ready? I have a. Damn. Bob's with us.
Bobby.
Yo, shouts Bob.
Shout.
No, but
Try. There's a really cool example. Try to put the microphone down. No. You put the microphone down.
what do you mean?
Try to put the microphone down. You can't try. Or no such thing. And that is an example of Kanye West saying that try should not be in the dictionary because
I
there's
see
no
what
such
you
thing.
said.
Can't. Why is that? We can.
That's,
Yeah.
There is
wow.
no try. There's
No,
only
you're
do.
right.
I love seeing this is what I'm talking about, the law of interconnection. Whereas like every single conversation that we have, it gets circled back, you know?
Yeah, 100%. I agree. Like, yeah, things start to click, right? That's the whole thing is you start to realize you do like that mental gymnastics. And like, no, you're right. Like that saying, like he who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right is a fact.
Yeah.
Like if you're like, oh, I can't jump off this fucking cliff. I can't do that. No way.
Then you
I'm
won't.
I'm going down there. I'm with my penguin pals.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go chill. No,
I can't start a business. I can't make $10,000 a month.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So if you're like,
yeah,
oh, I can.
I know people who make 6 figures a month. I know people who I've witnessed someone make like $70,000 right in. No,
Cut the check.
it was cash.
Sorry.
Like
Cut
it
the
is.
cash.
It's possible. Like,
Mhm.
and it's about who you surround yourself with. You are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time around. Look around.
Yo,
Who are you?
Rose, that's crazy. You're the
Why?
average
That's a fact.
of the 5
That's a
people you
fact.
spend. I think about that, and it's like kind of true.
It's not kind of true.
Yeah, it's like
It's 100%
true,
the
yeah.
truth because everything comes back to energy,
yeah,
and energy is contagious.
yeah. No, that's facts. I agree with that. I think people are drawn to each other, you know, for obviously a multitude of reasons, but like
Law of attraction, baby.
right, but it's like that good attraction that you want. Like you want people in line with you, in line with like what you're doing, and that's cool. Like
It's not even about good or bad though, because like you could say you want it to be good or someone else is bad.
you need the bad
but
to get the good, right? Yeah.
It's not even that. It's literally I look at it as contrast because it's like these
It's the
people.
polarity. It's full
Exactly.
circle again.
No, but seriously, like
No,
It's
you got to go through
the
it.
people who show you that you're not focused on the right things are a blessing too.
Yeah.
They don't have to be seen as bad. And like for a while, like I used to view like an ex or like a old best friend or something or someone that hurt me. Oh, like bad. No,
Yeah.
it was a
no,
blessing.
yeah.
And then because I was able to come into my power and like reconnect to love and reconnect to my heart and move forward, it's like that was the source that made me move forward.
Yeah.
You understand?
No, it's
So my life
it's
is
the
so
rock
much
bottom.
bigger now
Yeah.
and more open and more free. And it's just like the people around us are just a reflection of us. And when you can like be so unattached to the meaning that you give people, like if you're super attached, you have like trauma bonds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's that extreme, right? Like being too attached, being not attached enough. You know,
Yeah.
like why is there so extreme? Just in the middle, you know?
Totally. Although I would actually,
Lean
I'd
toward the
rather
more
be.
detached.
I'm super detached. Like, of course, there are little attachments,
Yeah,
but like,
that's the thing. You gotta like use like a switch, right? You gotta be able to flip it on and off. You know?
I don't know with attachment. I don't know.
Yeah.
Connection is good,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that
but
middle
attachment, but that's not a middle ground.
ground. Is it not?
Maybe it is.
I feel like
It is.
Could be. It could be.
It is.
No,
Because you just said it, so it's real.
it's a middle ground.
And I believe in you.
It's a middle ground. I'd say it's a middle ground.
Yeah, no, I actually think that's actually really cool. I like think in pictures, and I just like, yeah, I saw the picture. It's real.
'Cause you're a champagne shooter. That's
Yeah.
it.
That's true. I champagne shot it in my brain. Or my mind. It's not even
Brain
my
blast.
brain. It's not my
Mind
Mental
blast.
picture.
The brain and the mind are two different things.
Yeah. Mine
That's
is the
facts.
ethereal.
There's so much to the mind.
There's a lot.
I love the mind.
But I do want to ask you, I feel like we covered the fitness a little bit, but I feel like I want to talk a little
Yeah.
a little more deep dive into that.
I
'cause
wish I
feel
was like so I wish I could see you both at once.
Hey, yeah.
You need one eye going one way, the other going the other. That's talent.
It's like the crocodile eyes. Oh,
That's
man.
hilarious.
But no, the fitness journey is something that's always interesting to find out. It's different for everybody, and it's like it really is looked at as something like unattainable to some people. Like some people really feel like they can't do it.
I felt that way before.
Yeah, you know, we all felt that way.
Look at
Just like,
Josh Peck.
Look at Josh Peck, dude. Fucking.
I was just thinking like Josh Peck, like we went to school with him, but it's from
We basically
Drake and
did.
Josh, right?
I was Josh Peck.
Yeah, Randy was Josh
'Cause, yeah,
Peck. Shout out.
We
Wait, what?
I was just so big I looked like Josh Peck. When
Do you remember the old Josh Peck?
No.
Randy,
remember
the
me?
old
This
Randy.
is not
Randy.
stuff that's in my fucking
you didn't take a
mind.
Champagneshoota picture
Think
of it?
about this shit.
The old Randy looked like the old Josh Peck.
I'm literally trying to manifest $1 billion. I can't
Nah,
think
for
about
real.
Josh
we
Peck
we
right
need to talk
now.
about money. We do need to talk about money.
Shout out Josh.
But no, the fitness journey is so hard because so many people think they can't do it. They think it's too much. They think it's overwhelming, and it's like
Well, it is those things.
it is. It's scary. Like it's that leap. It's jumping off the cliff, right? Just
Yeah.
like all right, I'm gonna do this every day. I'm gonna spend some time on it. Like take care of myself. But people struggle with that aggressive, vigorous exercise that they need to do. Like they can't feel it. Like they're not able to express themselves that way. So it's like, tell us about how you did that and like.
So
What were your like setbacks?
So this actually circles back to the second question of when I was talking about goals that I didn't say it.
Yeah, finish that.
So that's literally the answer is, am I able to do it, and am I willing to do it? And those are two different questions.
The will.
We're able to do anything that we want. And we can see that anything is possible when we look out. And a lot of people will look and be like, this person has X, Y, and Z, and they can separate themselves from it and like be jealous or like feel like they're not good enough or whatever. And that's like living in separation. But then when you understand that we're all connected and that we're all reflections of each other, it's like, okay, I can have this too. It's just a matter of how do I achieve it? And so you have to like find how to study it. And it is personal growth. Like that's where it all starts, is like at your goal, you know? And I think that a lot of people don't know how to set goals. And I think that a lot of people are very I think a lot of people now know how to set goals, but I think that a lot of people have goals that were set for them, actually. I think that's a better
That's a good way of thinking about it. Yeah.
way of thinking, because I think that it's natural to want to please like your family and the people around you. And I just think that just because of like how I grew up, it's not how I was wired. Like I was very independently thinking at a very young age. So for me, it was just like easier when I got the opportunity to leap into the world. It just was like, I'm just going to do it. Like,
Yeah.
And I didn't know what it was going to be. I thought I was going to travel for a year. And then in that year, like my grandmother passed away. Like I literally watched her die of cancer. Like I watched her be okay to literally her deathbed. And that just, that ruined me for like months. And I blew up. And I was so depressed, and I would emotionally eat. And I was just trying to like feel okay, or like, I don't know.
Filling a hole.
Yeah.
Filling a void.
And then I realized like I hate myself. I treat myself like I hate myself. And I just want to feel better. So that was like how I just made a goal of like, I am committing to a better life, because it was either like
Some lit a fire underneath
I
you.
literally was like, I was
Dope.
suicidal. Like I literally was suicidal. And I went away with my friends, and I told them, I was like, I literally wanted to die last night.
Yeah.
And like talking about this stuff is like, I'm from Guatemala. I'm able to talk about these things because I literally processed so much of my life there, and I'm okay with I'm okay with being open about anything now. because I feel like our stories make us who we are, you know, like everything that we've experienced for a reason. And having a platform like this, like there has to be intentions about what we're putting out there, you know, like this is, think about all of the root of all this conversation is like growth and like self-belief and like the process. Like this is powerful stuff, and you guys have the ability just through this microphone to change one person's life. And that's why, like,
I hope so.
I love, of course,
I hope somebody,
you changed my life by, I'm here, you're giving me a platform. You have to really, and I say this to
you gave yourself that platform.
Okay, yes, I did. And that's like what I posted today is like, of course, God gives me opportunities and hands me these blessings, but it's because of the fucking work that I do behind the closed doors on myself for the last 6 years. I have been consistent. The one thing I've been consistent in is myself. Like I am a project, but I have the humility to see that I am a project. I don't think I'm fucking perfect.
WIP.
I never thought I was perfect. And that's why I've been able to handle everything and really evolve and grow through everything, no matter what has been thrown at me. No matter who wants to talk, who wants to see me succeed or not, who wants to follow me and support me or not, it doesn't matter, because I just keep working on myself so that I don't need to rely on anyone else outside of me. Not for validation, not for a good feeling, not for anything. Like if I want physical touch, I'm going to just massage my fucking own back. You know what I mean? Like I'm a build my own account. Like I don't want to rely on anyone for anything.
Yeah.
And that's like,
that's the way to do it.
Yeah, be like so like secure in yourself that you don't need anybody else.
Exactly, because it's so easy to operate from a place of codependency,
right?
And like
a place of desperation and like such
that goes
unhealthy
to
spot.
Attachment. Like you know, a lot of times, like the relationships in our lives, like we keep them there because they serve a certain purpose for us. And it's like, what would happen?
It's not serving you though.
I mean, in a way it is, but you can serve yourself deeper by being that person for yourself.
Serve yourself better.
You know, but all going back to this, I literally had the option. I'm like, because we all have the option. Am I going to live or am I going to die? And I just made a commitment to myself. I'm like, I'm going to change my life. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm going to do. I quit my job. So like, it was, I felt bad, like the way that I had to do it. But in these processes, like you're going to hurt people in the process of like connecting to yourself and detaching from your relationships and the life that you once had. People are going to get hurt, and you just like hope that they forgive you, you know, and if they don't, then they don't, and they're not meant to be in your life. But like I've had so many relationships like come in and come out, and it's just like being able to just watch it and observe it and not be so attached to you're hurting me or you're making me feel this way. It's like, no, I feel this way. And that's like when it comes to meditation in the morning, it's like setting that intention for myself, like I am choosing to feel good today. And then you look for all the reasons that you feel good. If you expect, like there's like a expectation. If you expect that things are going to be shitty, you're going to look for all of the things that are shitty. It's like the reticulating activating system. It's like when you get a red car, or you think of a red car and then you just see red cars everywhere. It's the same exact thing with how you can operate in the world. It's like how you do one thing is how you do everything.
Facts.
So when I committed to that, I was just like, I'm doing this. I don't know how I'm going to do it. And then it took me a little while to like get in a flow, but then I was able to get in the flow. And then I had my first really big manifestation. Like I started working there. I became a kickboxing instructor. And then I had some things happen where like I ended up just, I needed to leave, and I had some like health things go on that summer. And hold on.
Take time.
Another drop of liquid for the Sahara.
Savoring. But yeah, it was a consistent thing, but there's also seasons of it too, because how I dropped the weight was like so quickly. It was like scary. Like my blood pressure was like I had legit developed health problems through how quickly I lost like 97 pounds in like not a lot of time.
Damn.
Shout out. Good for you. Good for you.
Damn.
But like, I thank you. And like, yes, like that was dedication. However, it's the extremist. And it's just like now coaching people and really helping people make transformations in their lives. It's like,
you already made the mistakes on yourself, so now you know not to.
It's not necessarily a mistake because it's literally what made me who I am. But like your personal development and your physical body and your mental health and all of these things, like these journeys, because that's exactly what they are, is they are journeys. They're so personal.
Yeah.
And you really have to build a relationship with yourself in it. And it's usually at rock bottom. That's at rock bottom. That's the time when we do it.
God damn. Rock bottom, yeah. That's the place where it kind of clicks for you, right? Where like you tap into something different. You become something different because like you realize like rock bottom is like the shit that makes you change. You know what I mean? Because like there are plenty of times I've had rock bottoms that like I didn't want to change because it didn't hit me hard enough. You know what I mean? But then it fucking hits you and it clicks. And it's like, all right, we got like, clearly what we've been doing ain't working. We got to switch up the game plan, throw the old one out. Let's do something different.
And
fucking
we're
figure it out.
creatures of habit too. So it's like, if you can get really good at just keeping your mind open, it's almost like you don't have to reach that level of like really hitting rock bottom. And I think that's been my biggest lesson.
Facts. I preach that self-awareness and open-mindedness are like the two things you like can't live without. You cannot live without them.
Well, you can, but you're not going to feel very fulfilled. You're going to feel like shit.
You're going to be a mediocre mind.
You're going to have awful relationships.
Yeah,
like
shit's going to fucking hit you hard.
Life isn't easy.
No. And no one gives you a guidebook. No one tells you like,
but like,
you know what I mean? Like no one's going to save your shit. You got to save your own shit.
And that's
you know
what
I mean?
What it comes to like taking responsibility where it's like, sometimes, and I like, do you know Robert Kiyosaki?
Negative.
Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
I've heard
okay, Robert Kiyosaki.
Is that a book?
It's an author. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a really great book, a finance book. It's two perspectives so he was brought up in Hawaii with his poor dad, was his biological father, and he was like a state employee. And then he had a best friend. I don't know if his name was Michael. I forget his name. His father was a rich dad, and he bought properties, and he was an investor, and he was a business owner. And so Robert learned and wrote a book about the rich dad perspective and the poor dad perspective. So I really suggest, that's another book suggestion.
Interesting.
But another book, this is if you're interested in these things, which I personally think that like, if money is how we survive, if it's the one tool that we all need to operate, we should really understand it.
I agree. But isn't it so crazy that we put such a high value on, like we created that? Money isn't anything. It's
just
fake.
Energy.
It's fake. We created it to mean something.
Yeah.
We make it mean something. Why?
It's just a means of like having a society, like a
it's just a way, because if we didn't have that, we would have to like barter, right? We would have to do other things, right?
Well, think about like, if you go back and back and back, people used to do trades.
Right, bartering.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, bartering's trading. Like,
I have my
I'll give you this horse for that pig. You know what I mean? Type deal. Like,
yes.
Yeah, that's what you would do back then if you didn't have the currency.
And what's interesting is when you really take a leap into for instance, like the industry that I'm in, like the entertainment industry, a lot of time it is like bartering at first, because it's like you really have to prove your worth. Like, do you know how many shoots I did for free at first?
Yeah.
Almost all of them. Says that's why I had to have another job to support myself. And the photography was just like, this is another baby step for me. Like, I mean, I now have a media company. Like, and I'm going to it's going to just keep be growing and growing and growing. And because I'm 24, you know, like,
we have so much time.
Yeah.
Only way but up.
We're not peaking until we're 50.
Yeah,
what I mean?
That's a
and
fact.
not even there. Like, I don't want to live a life where I feel like I need to retire from it. Like, I don't. I want to just continue. Like, we're here to grow. This is my personal.
We're gonna be
perspective.
60 years old on this pod, talking about
Yeah, and
shit.
we could be anywhere in the world on this pod.
Yeah, maybe we're in space with Elon Musk.
Me and Shannon just
spaceship.
did a podcast in Guatemala. We just did a
go.
podcast in
Hell
Central
yeah.
America.
Let's go.
When you commit to the life, you commit to the life, and you do the
Yeah.
life.
You're right.
But circling back, Robert Kiyosaki is a really great financial father as
Let's go.
well.
Financial founding father.
And he has another book called The Four Quadrants. And basically it talks about the four categories of like basically money, how it's made. So you have like employee, self-employed, business owner, investor. And on the right side of the quadrant, there is like the more free people. And on the other side, it's people who work for money. So it's like, I don't mean free, but I guess I do mean free. It's money works for them and you work for money. And it's literally all just categories. And you have to be in kind of like all of them to really be like successful or to accumulate wealth. You have to like have multiple sources of income. You can't just be an employee and expect to be successful because we don't make enough money and there's not enough time.
Yeah, I'm on track to like not retire.
Yeah, like there's not enough
Yeah.
time. There's just not enough time to just have one source of income. Because think about it, like let's just go to 9 to 5. When you wake up to go to your 9 to 5 is like the whole day. It's the whole fucking day.
Yep.
And do you know
Basically,
how productive are you for that day too? Like you can, when I did
Bunch
have
of
other
nonsense.
jobs, I didn't have a 9 to 5, but I had like jobs. Like I would be like a bartender or a waitress or whatever. When I wasn't on tables, like I was doing other things. I was reading my book and I was making business plans and I remember like working at Sabatino's and personal
Shots.
training at Berry's, and I would, when I wasn't serving or even when I was serving tables, I'd be on the table and I'd be making a plan for like a new client. Like I would
Let's
just like
go.
utilize my time. Like it's not, we all have the same amount of time in the day.
Facts.
It's what you do with the time.
Time
We
management.
all have the same, and then finance, it's financial management and career, like everything is management. It's
Isn't that
learning.
crazy they don't teach you financial management
But
in
this
schools?
is what I'm saying. This system is not
Rigged. It's
for
corrupt.
us. It's not. But here's the thing, though. It's
Crazy.
so I had this like huge extremist point of view, like especially during COVID, where I was like, these people want to see us like suffer. And yeah, I'm sure there's a little bit of aspect to that because they're all fucking aware. They all are aware of it. But
They found
it's
taking
not
25% of my paycheck.
it's really like, it's just, and Robert Kiyosaki helped me out with this, it's just a system that's outdated. It served its purpose for like our parents'
That's facts.
generation.
That's so
Yeah.
facts.
But he talks about it in the quadrant book. Basically how the systems don't get changed until it's like 7 years out. So basically like this is all like 10 to 7 years ago outdated. So now we have social media. Now we have ways of making money from anywhere in the world. And our schools and our system isn't set up to succeed yet. It's on its way, but it's not there yet.
Bring your own device.
So it's like, that's another thing about like just becoming responsible. Like I know my kids are not going to go to public school. I know that they're not, because I can teach you more about life in this podcast than you will learn at school. About like, you just need to be in specialized, it has to be like a specialized whatever you want to do life. Like I want to do life with my kids, you know.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
go
I get
to
that.
fucking France
Spend as much time with them as you can. Yeah, I totally see that.
type shit.
Because, like, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think there are some good fundamental things that an education system
course.
can teach you.
Of course.
But, like, I don't understand how, like, I'm still taking music classes in college and, like,
Well, that
fucking
helps you be creative.
Right, but, like, how do I still not know how to sign a check?
I think that when it comes down to like
You know what I'm
literally
saying?
just the most important basics of like, obviously like
Rose, how do I
reading
get a
and
loan?
writing.
I don't know how to get a fucking loan.
Read
Rose.
Robert Kiyosaki books and you'll know. You just go to the bank.
Yeah, I bet there's a very simple process, but why
The
do I
si-
not know it? Why do I not know
know.
the simple process?
I know.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I know.
why do I don't know.
But
I think about this heavily.
what's wild is like
education's flawed.
that's why self-education is important because I know how to get alone.
Was now I would assume. So that's why you would know more about
I
how to deal
haven't
with
gotten
life.
one yet though. I only know how.
Yeah. Well, you don't need one yet.
But no.
But when you get
I could use one.
you're building in New York for your media company. That's when you get
No,
alone.
like I would love alone. Like, and I will probably take those steps soon. But like,
Facts.
I just learned in a book how to do it. And then once I actually go to do it, that's like the actual process, you know? Like that's when
Yeah.
you really learn how to do
Facts.
it. That's when you know how to do it.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's
But
all about
damn.
experience.
Yes.
It's all about experience.
Yes.
That's how you learn.
I feel
You can read the books all you want, but
I feel like
Yeah, I
You
guess
gotta
talk
put-
to me.
you got to put it into action
I agree.
every here and there. You know.
I
Hey,
think,
Ryan.
but I want to
I
talk.
feel bad that hold on. I feel bad that I just always call you Ryan because you're Thai.
I mean,
TB.
Ryan works.
STB.
Ryan works.
Miss Darbus.
But how
Was
long-
that Sarah Custodio? Who was Miss Darbus? Sarah Custodio?
I think she
I think it
was.
was Sarah,
yeah,
yeah.
and then Shane was.
Who were you?
I forget my name. I had
Jock.
one line.
Zeke.
No,
Oh.
that was
Zeke
Paul.
Oh yeah.
He made creme brulee.
Yeah,
He
the
threw a
creme brulee.
cake. Remember? I had to
Yeah.
like land in the cake.
Yep. I remember that.
I had like chest acne after that. For like 3 days. I was like, what the heck?
You are Sharpay though. That's a fact.
Sharpay
Really?
Evans.
Yeah.
I like to think I'm like a little bit different than Sharpay.
No, you got the energy though.
Oh yeah.
Sharpay is a good.
You're a
person.
star.
Sharpay.
You're the biggest star.
I was looking at photos of like that, and I was just like, I can't believe like that was me. I was on stage.
We put on a
like,
show.
I went to like Sabres, and I got like, remember, like we all like got I feel like we had so many rehearsals with each other that much. Like we spent so much fucking
was
time
like-
together.
It was a full-on production.
Egregious.
It
We
was
did both of the musicals.
Yes.
It was a full-on production. It was
Legally
a full-on
Blonde
production.
and High School Musical. And
So
it was
good.
just
Every time I see a UPS truck, I think of you.
facts.
I
And,
have.
like,
Wait, say it.
I have a package.
What?
The crowd went wild.
yeah.
Oh,
So he had a.
God.
Was that your only line?
No small parts.
No.
I didn't have a lot of lines. I said Brendan. They're like, "What's your middle name?" I'm like, "Brendan," and then I start Irish step dancing.
Everyone like he was just like the comedy of the. Well, the whole thing
Brendan.
was comedy, but he was like a UPS guy, and he was
Yeah.
supposed to be like it's portrayed out as like a sexy UPS guy. He had like the shorter shorts
Yeah.
on, and he
And,
like walked
Mr.
in and
Mr. K like gave me like this cardboard box, like yay long, skinny, and I like, and then
It was an awkward
he was like,
thing to hold.
he was like, hold it out like this, so like it's
oh
sticking out, and he's like, turn to the side and say, I have a package.
yeah, it was
And-
so
What was the name of this play?
legally
Legally
blonde.
Blonde.
Oh, this is.
It was
And
really funny. Like it was a
crowd
really
went
good
wild.
Yeah.
And then like I broke character, started laughing. no, the first night I started laughing.
have a
Ty thought he.
I was like, what do I do? Because the crowd was just wouldn't stop, like the jitters.
Dying laughing, yeah.
And
No, it's funny that you
Oh,
laugh too because then it's
man.
just like
Yeah,
it's just
nah.
more
I'd
like
have
It
lost
was.
my shit too.
Mr. K was tight at me, I thought.
No,
Because-
but
Only me hanging.
that's like a sitcom. Like, you know, like how they
Yeah,
have
the
like they in sitcoms they pause for the laugh track. You know what I mean? You're just like
Do we have a laughter?
yeah. We have a no, we
No.
don't have. Fuck.
What?
God damn.
We got to install that.
We do need to get a laugh track.
Wait,
God
did
damn.
you install these?
No.
Well,
It
if you,
came like
if you
that.
hop on the dongy,
It woke up like that. Yeah, we could do the donkey.
what do you can't?
I woke up like this.
Hey,
I woke up like this.
is that Ace?
Flawless.
Beyonce.
I woke up in a
Say
new
I-
Bugatti. No.
Look so good. That's Beyonce.
Oh man.
Beyonce.
Yeah, we've been going
I
for
feel
a
like
minute.
I feel like we're very entertaining.
No, I
yeah,
mean,
we could.
I
We should
think
do this for a living.
Yeah, we really should do this for a
We
living,
will.
right? Someone pay us. God damn.
Sponsor us.
I would
Biddy
do
and
this. I
Bose.
would do this every goddamn show up Biddy and Bose. But I would do this every day.
Is that balanced though?
Yeah,
Interesting.
because
Call me when you get burned out.
Nah, but, like, we don't have
Dude,
to-
I was shooting and like making so much money, loving it.
But like you said,
meeting
you gotta
these
be
people.
hustling though.
Yeah, but this
is a hustle grind.
but there's only so much time you
In a
get
healthy
in the
way.
day. You can't hustle is not healthy.
Yeah, but if I
You have to be
if I
balanced
wasn't
with your
working
hustle,
and I was just like strictly doing podcasts,
which is where I had that fuel from. But
yeah.
then I got really unhealthy because your gym life goes away. You don't have as much time to eat.
You're right.
Like dude, I literally was like starving for this shit. Like I put
I know what you
blood
mean.
and tears and
Yeah.
a lot into it, and like it mellowed out, and that was good. I needed that break, and now things are like picking up again, which has been like overwhelming now that I'm back home. Like I literally left for over a month and came home, and it's literally like what I said in the car, like I used to pray for times
It's like this.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The block's hot.
Whole new person.
The block is
Yeah.
hot.
Facts.
You
New
gotta
person.
So how do you plan on capitalizing this? Let's go. Let's hear it.
That's not you'll see. Just follow me and you'll see.
Okay.
Hey,
You heard it.
follow
tapped in.
Champagneshoota.
You're tapped in.
Tap,
Oh,
tap,
that
tap
thing. I
in.
can't. You already know I can't do that.
Tap, tap,
If I
tap
can,
You're a
in.
demon though.
I know that's right.
Let's go. Give it up. Champagneshoota.
Clap, clap, clap that ass.
But
I
yeah.
sang that to my niece. She's 9 months old. Her dad got so mad at me
Oh wait.
because they were saying, "If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands."
Oh.
Like, if you're happy and you know it, clap that ass.
Oh man.
As I say, like my kids are not going to school.
This is what I'm teaching them.
They're gonna know
If you're happy.
the
No,
fundamentals
but-
of life.
Everyone's gonna know when you're happy.
really quick before.
Just know that. Just know that.
I know that's right.
I do want to talk about the music side of things though, because obviously we're all big music fans here, and that's like a big part of not only who you are but what you do for work. And like, I want you to speak on that a little bit, like what music means to you, and like what talk about what artists you've worked with, and like artists you want to work with.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
That's really good. What is music to me? Music has been literally my life since I was just a baby. Like I just have always loved to sing.
They had
and-
Beethoven in your ears.
Yeah, they did. Well, my mom's an
Outside?
opera. My mom is an opera singer.
No shit.
Yeah. So
It's
when
in the blood.
Can she break a glass?
I don't know.
Oh,
You know what?
I bet.
I bet she could, to be honest. But when I was little, I was like very young, and she like, I mean, I don't even know if I was a year old. And my mom moved to Germany, and she was performing in Germany and Austria. So that's like when my dad and my grandmother took me a couple of times to go visit her. So I could see my mom when I was little. But this is what I mean. Like I was
Incredible.
literally such an independent thinker because of how I grew up.
Right.
So she was performing there, and I would go see classical music. I remember like making my first peanut butter and jelly sandwich backstage, or I think it might have been downstairs. Like I was in Germany, like and there's a
It's
picture
lit.
of it. My grandmother
It's
took
lit.
a picture. Yeah.
That is dope.
I think I was like 3 or 4 or whatever, but yeah, so music has been my life. My buppa owned, I mean, I don't know the proper word, but he had an orchestra, and he used to do people's weddings around Wakefield, and he was like the pianist, and he's the piano man, and he taught piano.
Shouts piano man.
He had like the yellow
Shouts.
studio.
Shouts.
Shouts buppa.
Shouts Baba.
Yeah, shouts Papa.
Let's go.
The crowd
Let's go.
definitely goes wild.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Buppa has legit fans. Like people would go up to Buppa and be like, "I
Everyone
know
knows him.
Rose, I
Yeah.
know Rose," and he'd be like, "Oh," like, and it would make him so happy,
Let's
like
go.
so happy.
Yes.
He called me today and he was like, "Hey, tell your friends that I said hi." I was like, "Okay, I will."
Let's go.
He just loves it. He loves attention.
Tell him we said hi.
I'm gonna tell him.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah.
his day. Let's go.
Maybe next time we'll give him a feature.
Yeah.
We would have him on the podcast, 100%.
We'll link the Zoom call from
that
Miami.
might blow up. He was on Wakefield's. He was on WCAT. Like over Christmas, he was playing Christmas carols at the mall. And my mom videoed him, and then
that's
sick. And then he sent it into them, and so they played it around. And he literally would call me, be like, "Are you gonna watch it?" I'm like, "I don't even know if I have cable." No, I'm like, I don't know what. He like would sit at. He had it all the times it would run, and he would sit and watch it. Like he's such a precious angel. But anyways,
oh man,
I'm sure he crushed it though.
Yeah, he did.
100%.
He's literally so talented. When he's home, you guys come to my buppas. He would love it, and
we would love it.
We'll eat,
play some piano,
and he'll play the piano.
I'll whip out the guitar, and we'll get a ballad.
My uncle has a academy, and he like teaches. I don't know if it's just vocal or if it's guitar. I don't know. It's Zagari Academy, and my mom teaches voice. So it's just like music is big in on my mom's side of the family, and then my Mimi was a teacher. So she did like little like cute little music like what we were talking about, but that just like wasn't her thing. But it's like my grandfather and my mom, and even my dad plays the piano. So like just growing up, I was just around it. I loved it.
Yeah.
But it's so funny because it's like I remember I was like 6 or 7, and I would always ask for Jam in 94.5 because I loved that type of music. My dad would be like, "That's." My dad would be like, "That's naughty. Like that's naughty."
Pebbles and
I'm
what's
like,
what's his name?
I would
Wiggy.
say it's the freaking Puerto Rican, and I didn't even know what that meant.
Yeah.
Like freaking.
Oh yes.
So
I do remember him.
It's just like just so weird thinking about, but I always loved that music. Like I remember the Black Eyed Peas. Remember the song "My Humps"?
Yeah.
In like second grade, like I memorized all the lyrics, and like at recess I did it for everyone, and like I would get in trouble because I went to a Catholic school, and I used to just always get in trouble there because like, and when you're I felt like I was the only person when my parents divorced like in a Catholic school.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're just looking at me to be an issue anyway, but I was a problem. What's up?
You were the star of the show.
My hump, my lovely lady lumps. Check it out.
Little Fergie.
Yeah. So
Shout out.
And then I remember also I took the bus in 5th grade when I moved to Wakefield. And I did 4th grade at Woodville. That's why I went to Woodville. But it was just
I remember.
And then I took the bus, which I didn't need to because I lived right there. But it was just the experience. Back to the experience.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the first stop. So I would go on the way back with my iPod Nano, electric blue, and I would look out the window and I would be listening to the Pussycat Dolls, like Buttons and all of these things. And I'd be looking out the window, like feeling like I was in the music video. Like I literally felt that.
Shout out.
I loved it.
I love that.
I literally thought I was Nicole.
Yeah.
I can't pronounce the last name, but I've just always, it's just been such a big part of me.
I gotta look that up.
It's like Schwartz, Nicole. I mean, you're going to look it up, but it's going to be hard to. No, her name is, okay. Say Nicole. Okay, he just said members.
Nicole Scherzinger, yes.
Scherzinger, yeah.
Let's go.
Shout out.
Shout out to Nicole Scherzinger. She's beautiful.
If you're watching this.
Yeah, DM us.
She's beautiful.
If you want to hop on the pod.
DM us, please.
So, anyways.
Speaking of Pussycat Dolls, for the senior show, we dressed up as the Pussycat Dolls.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite ones.
For one of our,
the
Battle
dance,
of Bands thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, continue.
I love the Pussycat Dolls, so that was one of my favorite
circle.
ones. Yeah.
Continue.
My point in saying all of that is just it's always been a part of me, and it's also been I feel like I've been like kind of like a person that's always like to myself. I know that in a lot of ways I wasn't to myself, like growing up.
You can be both.
I think it's just part of the process, but I went through periods where like I was very like wanted to be inside, like didn't really go out on the weekends with people, and like I just liked being by myself. And then there was an aspect of it like I didn't like, because you feel like you shouldn't be by yourself, like you feel like you should
but
be.
you gotta learn about yourself.
Well, that's what I was doing.
Yeah,
you know,
I
was just young.
But you don't realize it.
I was just young
in the moment.
But then I matured and I understood. But basically, like in those times, like, and especially when I started smoking weed too, like it really connected me to music and like how it feels to me. It like it's in my heart, it's my soul.
Euphoric, yeah.
Yeah, totally. And when we tap into vibrations and frequencies and these feelings and our emotions, it's like this is how we operate and how we move through life. So like I'm so intentional with music and like the music that I listen to, and I'll listen to a specific type of music at the gym and a specific type of music in my car and a specific type of music in the morning and at night.
Depends.
Like
It depends.
it's all just a mood. Like it's a vibe. It's life. It's experience.
It's a vibe.
I agree.
It's a vibe. She wanna
It's a
babe.
vibe.
Hey, it's a vibe.
Shout out Future, shout out Kendrick.
yeah. Hey.
But yeah, I mean, obviously we know you worked with big rappers like Dave East. I'm a big fan of Dave East.
Yeah,
and
he's
so I know
awesome.
that's
The
pretty
GOAT.
great. But yeah, you should speak on that, and then speak on who you want to work with.
Okay. So I'm
Kanye.
trying to think of that's like
Yeah, you're a huge
Shout
out.
Kanye fan.
Shout out.
huge because I see so much of myself in Kanye, and like I'm
Yeah.
sure the viewers will agree.
100%. 100%.
Yep.
But it's
Star
just
power,
like-
star power.
It's that openness, that open mind, that
Open mind.
that like creator energy. Like I just love him so much. I respect.
Just slightly unhinged.
You gotta be.
Kanye,
You gotta be, you gotta
Kanye not crazy.
2023,
Going Kanye
2024. I mean, like
I love you more than Kanye love Kanye.
I understand like people
That's
like
a lot.
saying what people want to say, but at the same time, it's like it's all people who talk about people in that sense, like are usually just not doing anything with their lives. So it's like your opinion doesn't matter.
It's that spectrum. There's people, you got to stay in the middle, man. If you're too extreme, it's too much.
Facts.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Facts.
When people try to
it's
like
being detached, but
Yeah.
people look for reasons to be upset. Like, but
Yeah.
it's not their fault. They're
Right.
they're programmed to.
Yeah,
it's
no,
called the news.
yeah,
like-
that's true, right?
It's called the news. It's called social media. Like, it's programming. It is what it is. Like, you gotta learn how
Break
to
out
use
of the
it.
sim. Yeah,
You gotta learn how to use it.
But
Gotta
yeah.
be aware.
But
of
yeah,
that.
Kanye West. I would love to work with Kanye West. I mean, like literally, people just like in my brain, like not putting too much thought into it. I would love to work with Diddy, Rick Ross,
Mhm.
Kanye West,
Oh.
Rick Ross would be so dope.
Mulatto, Drake.
Fire.
I would love to work with Lady London. Like, I would love to work with any artist. Like Nardo Wick. I love Nardo Wick.
Really?
Ooh.
Love him.
Want to smoke with me?
Yeah.
Shoota does.
I would love to work with like anyone, photography wise, media wise, like whatever, entertainment wise, whether I'm
Yeah.
making a song with them, whatever I'm doing with them, doing photos, like I would do anything, video.
Music video.
I would do
Just
whatever.
create. Just
We were talking
create.
about this earlier. Is there an importance to music videos?
Oh, of course.
I feel like it changes the song for some people. It can either like make or break it sometimes. 100%.
Yeah.
You know, like because I think there are a lot of like okay songs that are definitely enhanced by its music video, but also vice versa. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah.
Give me your take on the vice versa.
Well, like, do you like Nickelback? Do you consider them to be good? You know the song
I can't-
"Rockstar" by
I can't
Oh
Nickelback?
yeah. Honestly,
So-
it's annoying. To
Yeah,
me.
it's annoying, but like the music
That's a
video to
bop.
that is like
That's a bop.
iconic.
I just wanna
Be
be
big rock stars living in hilltop houses, driving 15 cars.
The girls come easy and the drugs come cheap. We all stay skinny 'cause we just won't eat. And we'll
Yo, stop
hang
shitting
out
on
in
Nickelback.
the
Stop
bars.
shitting on.
Oh yeah, that's
Happy.
annoying.
Stop shitting on fucking Nickelback.
Give it up. Give it up. Give it up
Stop
for
it.
Nickelback.
But yeah, like a lot of people look at like they shit on Nickelback and they think like, oh, they suck, but like that's
I don't think they suck.
I don't think they suck either.
It's not a choice. Like,
But they have iconic like photograph as an iconic music video. Like,
yeah, what's the song? It's like,
look at
na
this
na na na, as a
photograph.
blind man or something like that.
Never
What is
minute
that?
as a
Never
poor
minute.
man
Oh,
bleeding, and
This
this
is
is how
That song,
you
I
remind
fucking love that.
they're
Dude,
fire. They're fucking
This is
fire.
how
You remind me of who I really am.
That song
Yo, I
is
love this.
banger.
I
To
love this
say
right now.
Not like you. Say sorry.
I was
Yes. Oh my gosh! After this, we're
listening
getting
to
in the
some
car
Nickelback.
and we're doing this.
Yeah, but no, for real, like I feel like there's a lot of music that can be enhanced in both different ways. You know what I mean?
I'm scared.
I
I just hear it whispering.
That's just
in my
hot.
ear. I'm like, wait, is that
Well, it's like-
Daughtry?
No, that's Nickelback.
Okay, see, I don't know.
Daughtry is
Yeah, I
like,
don't know. It might be. I honestly don't know.
going
though.
home to the place where I belong. I forget some.
Daughtry does sing that.
Something like
I
that.
don't know.
Because
Anyway,
remember when, like,
Coming home
whatever. But
to the place I belong.
there we go.
yeah, you know,
Your
your love has always
been
been enough for me.
Yeah. And now we're on it. You know you think you got me all. Okay.
But
I'm glad we got that out.
oh man, but yeah, no, music awesome. It's definitely something that shapes me crazy because like there's a lot you can gain from that. It's different perspectives. It's opens you up a little bit. It's like you said, it's an energy and like music has like clearly been proven to like enhance your lifestyle, like your life in general. Like
It's crazy,
both, like,
especially in the rap
exercise,
scene though, too.
yeah.
Like the people that are like motivated and
it's just like when you have
Geeked
something.
up.
street behavior as well. Like it's really
Yeah, that too.
interesting. I've seen a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
It's been very eye opening for me.
for sure, and it's just something that like stimulates you to like, if you're like running the lake, like in fucking Cardi B, up and it's stuck when it's up and it's stuck, like you know what I'm saying?
So
like
that's what you're listening to.
I know that's what you listen to, but like that's just like something.
I
like,
actually don't. I don't really fuck with her anymore. I mean,
she's out.
sorry.
Out the window.
Like,
What about the Offset and Cardi B meal from McDonald's? Sponsor us.
I'm
R.I.P.
fucking dead. No, I mean, it's not that I don't
Takeoff,
fuck
by the
with
way.
her. It's just like, I had a Cardi B era. It was the
Yeah.
Bodak Yellow era.
Yeah.
I loved her so much, and now just like
But yeah,
I
that's
just
the thing,
listen
like,
to other
Bodak Yellow
music.
comes on, like that stimulates you. That gets you in, like ready to run through brick walls. You know what I mean? Like there's music like that.
Say,
That
little bitch, you can't fuck
exactly.
if you wanted to. These expensive. These is red bottoms. These is bloody shoes. Hit the store. I can get them. Oh, I don't
want
wanna
to choose, and I'm quick. But
Cut
yeah,
all my friends off.
but no,
So
and
don't get
then there's that other side of the spectrum, right? Where like
Ryan.
there's that sad music that you listen to. You just gotta tap in, and you just like
And you just get
that's some
more
negative-
sad.
Yeah, but like
yeah.
that's the thing. It
I
gotta
just
help.
pictured the tiny violin from SpongeBob.
Woo, wee, woo. But yeah, that's the shit you listen to. Kind of like when you have an energy, you need to express. You need to let it out. Music is such a good outlet for that because there's so much music for so much emotion, and like
Take
I don't
my
feel-
shoe off.
I feel like it just helped me kind of like figure
Yeah.
out, learn a lot about myself, and a lot about others, and how to deal with others. You know what I mean? It's a teacher for sure. Music's so important. But
You play the guitar, right?
a little bit. I can play some strings.
Little gooey.
A little bit now.
Little gooey action.
Little gooey cheek.
Little
gooey
little
cheek.
guitar now. You want me to wear that guitar?
Hold the cheek, extra cheek.
But yeah, no,
Hold
and
it,
it's a
G,
good way to
actually.
express your shit. I was just
Your
actually
shit.
I wanted to record like our own like intro and outro music.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've just been finding things that I liked, and like I found one that I really enjoyed. I sent the boys a little bit. It's a really soft tune. It's really chill. I'll play a little snippet for the people. I have a
Did you like record it in a studio?
I just played it on my.
Well, let me
guitar
know when
now.
you're ready, boy. Nice.
Yeah.
Vibes. I can
It's
see
the
some palm
vibes in
trees
the-
flowing. Chill
Perfect
vibe.
outro music.
It's the bass in the back. We rockin' with champagne shooter. Champagne shooter on the track.
But yeah, so that's just kind of.
Okay.
I was just recording the outro. Like I just wanted
When-
something chill, something like something inviting, something, come back.
When you're ready, I like that. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
When you're ready to record it, let me know. I can help.
You can
set
get me
you
in a.
up.
You can get the bice in a stew.
I get you in a stool.
We're
No
actually
way.
I love the
We
stew.
actually
We
wanna-
actually have a 7-song EP that we want
have
to record.
Really?
download that.
Yeah, we
We
have.
have to record that.
We have 7 songs that we want to record
Okay.
that we know of.
At
Let me
least.
know.
It
Yeah.
grows.
I'm like entering that era.
Let's get it
as well.
Let's get it. Let's do it. Hey, let's get on a song.
I have 2 songs, but they're not like they're just drafts.
Do you want to rap or do you want to sing? Like what would you do?
It's like melodic. The first one is with my girl, who I love so much, and it was kind of so she speaks Spanish, so she's like on it in Spanish. And I do like the English, and it's like singing. It's like melodic. It's like I do a lot. There's different aspects in it. And then the one that I'm like just talking shit is my other one. I'm like, it's like, it's just talking shit.
Flexing. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah, we're going to have
it's
to
like
get ears on those.
Kendrick
that's
has
why,
those.
That's like why I haven't really like, you know, like how I say, like, you say what's to come and all these things. It's like I have all these visions and I see
you should start piecing it together.
I've been piecing it together.
Yeah.
It's a matter of like when the things come to me, then I know, okay, I'm going to apply this here, if that makes sense. And I'm actually like in that era right now. Like I'm literally
a YouTube channel.
Yeah. I'm actually doing that too.
Let's go. Start YouTube, put your music videos, put your pictures, put your vlogs.
Yeah.
Because you can do a lot of things.
I know.
Yeah, and that like would be such a good platform to get in acting. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Put yourself out there.
True.
But I think like music wise, yeah, I would definitely love to get creative with that. I mean,
we'll talk about it off
air.
Stay
tuned. Stay tuned,
like,
people. Stay tuned.
When
I wanna rap on a beat, on a guitar beat.
When I came back from my trip and I came back home, there's certain people that I reached out to, like that I reached back out to, like I'm here for a reason. Like let's go, let's do this. Like I.
We're not playing around.
No, I know you're not. That's why I'm here with you. And I just Ty Lopez like talks about how like you should be around people that help you grow.
Elevate.
People that are also like at the same kind of like range as you, and then also like people that you can help. And I feel like in a lot of ways like we're in like similar stages, but also I feel like I have built a platform at this point where I can really help a lot of people, and I want to, but not just like, of course I want to help everyone, but it takes a type of mind that I want to be working with, you know what I mean?
I get it, totally.
Which is like what we were talking about before, but like these first few weeks, like there's certain people that like I know that, you know, like we've been talking about getting me here for so long.
Yeah.
We're here. Like I'm taking the steps with everyone, you know.
For decades.
I'm fucking dead. He
long
said a year.
Awaited, dude. Long
like,
awaited.
We haven't even launched a year ago.
Year in the making.
No, yeah, but I mean, I'm so glad we could do this. I know we've been on here for 2 hours.
Really?
2 hours. We've been on here for 2 hours.
We gotta cap it and then
Crazy.
do like a part 2 or something.
Trust me, we'll make.
I feel like there's potential that people
I feel like we
actually.
could go 3 hours.
I feel like, but there's potential that people literally like have watched this whole thing.
Yeah, Mr. Amadeo being the
I mean,
leader.
yeah, like, wow,
it's Mr. Amadeo
it's
fits.
Champagneshoota.
Yeah,
it's the Champagneshoota interview. So
I will watch this whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, I got one more question for you.
Okay.
We were talking about Post Malone in the car. We gotta rank his albums. We gotta talk about them really quick before you go. Let's take a look at his discography.
I can't like make that decision. I have so I'm like I can appreciate a project for what it is.
White Iverson drops mic.
That was his first song, dude.
When I started balling, I was young.
That's
But yeah, even his mixtape called August 26th. I think that's his birthday. But oh my God, he's got the song where he did the Fleetwood Mac, Hollywood Dreams, the Fleetwood Mac cover.
Yeah,
that was on SoundCloud for a minute.
Oh man, that song would still bops, dude.
Steezy.
Stoney, in my opinion, my favorite album of his. Just so many fucking bangers. Got Too Young, Big Lie, Feeling Whitney, No Option.
I don't even know Too Young. I don't even know if
I
I know.
don't wanna die too young, too young.
Oh, I just don't listen to
Counting
it.
bands, hallelujah, hallelujah. You know
I
that?
don't know.
Oh well, we gotta play some of that.
My favorite one on that album was Go Flex.
Go Flex hits.
I saw that live and I was smoking
Hit
a
this
joint
hard.
and I was just like, that Summer Jam.
I don't wanna go flex.
Yeah, I love it.
I actually-
Go on my teeth and on my neck.
I actually know that song on guitar. It's only 4 chords,
Fuego.
super easy, and it just bops.
The
Fall
body should
Apart,
make a
White Iverson, Money Made Me Do It.
remix.
But Beer Bongs and Bentley kind of ups the ante. It's a little
This
more party.
was wild. I love my favorite. What was your favorite song?
Honestly, I love Zach and Codeine.
Okay. Mine is Other Side.
Other side. Why can't
Right
I remember
there.
that? Where is it? I don't remember that one.
I don't even
But
wonder
Stay.
why you don't answer.
Rich and Sad. Blame It on Me. Zach and Codeine.
I don't like those ones.
Better Now. 92 Explorer. Over Now. Ball for Me.
I actually like erased almost all of those songs literally just the other day
What's it
because I've
called?
just been in like a
Spoil
letting
My
go
Life.
phase.
But
I
those
let go
songs
of
are
the things that I don't listen
automatic.
to. For you.
Candy Paint.
Yeah,
So
like
good.
those. I think
So
feel like
good.
they sound very generic.
But this is
And that
more
gives
of
me
like
a headache.
that frat party era, right? Like,
Right, which
that's
is
what
I
it
never resonated with.
This album was such like a college like staple. Like anytime I'd go to a college party, it's like constantly this album. Well, it was 2018, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
And then 2019, Hollywood's
This,
Bleeding.
oh my God.
Fire.
Dude.
It just hits a little hard. This one hits a little hard. It's a little more sad, you know?
It's so,
On
Hollywood's
the road,
Bleeding.
Die for Me, Take What You Want, Hollywood's Bleeding. I'm gonna be
Take What You Want. I was like bumping
1,000
that on
Bad
the way
Times,
here.
Myself, Saint Tropez, Circles, Heat.
I want to go to
Staring
Saint
at the Sun,
Tropez.
Goodbyes, Enemies. I mean, yeah, he really doesn't miss. I still loved his last album. I just not as much as the others, but
I didn't even listen to that.
12 Karat Toothache, I'd recommend the listen. It's not as
I
good as
will.
others, but I'd recommend it. It's good. I think you'd find some good. Lemon Tree is my favorite song on that album.
Okay, good to know.
So yeah,
That just made me want a lemon square.
Hell
Have you
yeah.
ever had a lemon
Hey.
square?
Oh,
Fire.
unbelievable.
I literally would. Oh,
Hey, here's my advice for the day
The
before
moist.
we hop off this pod. When life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. Champagneshoota, what do you got to say? Give the
that
people
kind of
advice.
rhymes.
Yep.
Lemon tree.
Lemon tree. When life hands you lemons, you make lemon trees.
The day that you plant the seed is not the day that you reap your fruits. There's a whole gestational process.
Waiting to grow.
No, seriously, there's a whole. You put your seed in a woman, and in 9 months she has a child. You put your seed and your intentions into the universe, and there's a process,
Yeah.
and things don't happen overnight.
Rome wasn't built
But-
in a day, Rose.
But just believe in yourself because you can literally do anything that you want to do, and I promise you that.
Oh yeah.
And there's so
Facts.
much proof in the world. And if you don't believe it, then message me, and I will help you instill that belief into
We'll
your
get
mind.
you there.
Let's go.
We'll get you
Let's
there.
I
go.
love you. If you're watching this, I
At
love you.
Champagneshoota, T-Back, tell the people some good advice today.
Hey, you're always riding shoddy with the
From the
bice in the back.
baby. Let's go.
And yeah, thank you, Champagne Shooter, for
Huge
coming
thank
on.
you for coming on the pod. We
Thank
appreciate
you
it
for
so
having
much.
me.
She put us
Oh
on
my
to a
God.
lot of some free game. People watching, this is free game. This is not something you can get anywhere.
Free game, baby.
This is pay attention. Go back and watch the pod again. You'll learn something
Watch
more.
it 3
Take 4
times. Watch it
hours.
4 times.
Yes. And
Watch it
subscribe
5.
Get your 10,000 hours of this podcast.
now.
It's only gonna help you.
And comment if you want a part 2. We're probably gonna get one anyway.
Yeah,
but
we're
It's, part 2's happening. Sorry. Guys.
comment if you want a part 3.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And yeah, we'll see
Plant
you
your
there.
seeds. Allow the gestational
Plant the seed,
process.
baby.
Yes.
Safely, responsibly. Come
Yeah.
on now.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
I know that's right.
Hey.
Hey.
All right, sing us out, champion.
Give it up. Give it up.
Wait.
What song are we singing out to?
Are we freestyling? No, we're not freestyling. Probably not.
What song are we singing out to?
This one?
A Nickelback song? Should we sing a Nickelback song? Should we sing a Nickelback song to leave? No.
I didn't hear you. I was listening to the
Should we sing
band.
a Nickelback song?
Nickelback.
Should we sing?
What's the song? It's like,
Sing the first song that comes to your head. Anyone.
Twinkle.
You should have friends. I got
Twinkle.
enemies. All right, sorry. You guys are on a different wavelength than me.
All right. Actually, we're in 3, 2, 1. We're all gonna start singing one song that's in our head. Wait till you get it, because I don't have mine yet.
Okay. Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
I got one. I got one.
Wait, can we just do a... Should you and me just do a High School Musical performance really quick?
Bop to the top.
I'm just kidding.
Real quick. Bop, bop,
I
bop.
We have a
believe in
ladder.
dream, man. Oh my God, shooting for the stars. We have the ladder right there.
Yep.
Oh,
Baby,
man.
to be number one.
You got to raise the bar.
Kicking and scratching, grinding out my chip. Anything. Wait, that's your turn. The ladder of success. And I hit your head.
And that's all,
Work
folks.
our tails off every day. It's time to bump the competition, blow them all away. Caliente, suave.
Yeah, we're gonna pop to the top, slip and slide and ride that rhythm.
Up and jump till we drop and strut your stuff. Zigzag jump, flop like a mop. Going for the glory. We'll keep stepping up till we just won't stop.
Till we reach the top.
Up to the top.
Let's go.
Hey.
Yeah, we still got it. We still got it.
Let's go.
We never
We
lost
still
it.
got it. We still got it.
Back at it
Alright.
like a crack addict.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Champagne. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for-
having me.
Thanks for having
Thank
us.
you. All right. Goodbye, everyone.
Much